dude from NXS?
Faith in the choke is something that can't be taught. Get the grips and then just have confidence from there. If Max ain't going nowhere, he ain't going nowhere. You get all nervous, I don't know if I can pull it up. If you got the choke, keep the choke. If you don't have the choke, you don't have the choke. But if you got it, stay with it. Stay with it, especially if he ain't going anywhere. If he pauses, that's because he's nervous. He's waiting for you to move. Keep that thing. Keep it going. Let him sleep. We'll wake him up. His hand, elbow, comes above my belly button. That's a green light. I start thinking about this. So since we're practicing, he's going to let me start with this green light. My hand on the back of his elbow. My feet are going to open. I'm going to bring my foot to his hip, squeeze my knee tight to the back of his shoulder. This hand now is going to slide down, trap the wrist. My foot from the armpit. I'm thinking about kicking him in the back of the head with my heel. That's going to give me a little bit of movement here and keep this nice and tight so that I can scoot my hip out and get myself even up with his arm. Leg over the head, knees tight, heels to the butt. Hold the wrist tight. I can hold the hand on the elbow and it'll actually make it break a little bit quicker because I got more brace underneath the elbow, but it's also harder to hold the wrist with one hand. So sometimes once I got my knees here, it's better to switch to the wrist. My heels are going down and that's causing my hips to raise up. Get used to those grips here. Foot in the hip, keeping everything close with the collars and the elbows. Foot up, turn that hip. Leg over, squeeze the knees tight. Hips up. My knees pinching. Should be doing 90% of the work. It's hard for Max to pull his elbow out here because it's locked in. My arms are just helping with the position as I start to move here. My knees are holding the position. Still hard for him to pull his arm out because my knees are locked in. As I switch, knees tight. Let's try that a couple times. Think about those knees.